Good morning and welcome back to Silver Nugget Adventure. Thank you for all the wonderful comments and feedback you've given us over the last couple of months. We appreciate every one of them. Today we continue the Exploring the Nugget series by looking at the control panel for the Ford Transit Custom Nugget. Let's go. So, moving into the sub menu by turning the outer dial, you'll see there are four sections: the clock, the water, the heater and the fridge. You turn the outside of the dial to highlight the one you want, and then you push the button in the center to select. Here we've moved into the clock settings. The first one you come across is a decision on whether you want an alarm clock on or off. You change the setting by using the buttons on the left, up and down. I'm going to leave that off for now, but if I had have set the alarm, I would just twist the dial, and now I can set the time again by pushing up or down. These simple controls are how everything gets selected through all the menus. So if I keep turning down, I will have more options. This option is trying to decide whether I want the heater to come on or off in a timer setting. So this is number one. There are three of them, so I can choose for it to come on or off. Now if I set timer heater number one to come on, I then turn the dial to the next menu where I can choose a start time for heater timer number one, up or down, and then by twisting further I can then choose the stop time for the heater number one. Once I've finished that, I can then move on by turning the dial again to the next heater slot, and again similarly I can choose that to be on or off with a start and stop time. Finally, there is a third option to do the same thing. This is very flexible and has allowed us on the colder nights to set heater to come on and off throughout the night and keep us nice and warm. Finally, in this menu we have the clock, and you can just adjust the settings by pushing up and down. If you keep toggling, you'll see this symbol, which of course is the return symbol, and will take us back to the sub menu. Next, I will move on to the water menu. Now you'll have seen this in the water episode of Exploring the Nugget, and here you'll see that my tank of fresh water is empty, which is why it is flashing, and my wastewater is also empty. But as shown by this display in the top corner, if I had water in these tanks, bars similar to this would fill up and it would show me relatively how full or empty the tanks are. To come out of this menu, you simply toggle and push back, and I find this menu most useful when I'm filling the tank, or if we're on site and we're trying to work out if we have enough water left for the things that we intend to do. It's also useful for checking whether the water level is safe before driving off. The next menu is the heater menu, and in this menu we simply can choose to turn the heater on or off, and again by turning the dial we can choose now what temperature we want that to be at, and again can return back to the main menu. The final menu is the fridge menu, and on this menu it's quite straightforward. We just can turn the fridge to different intensities depending on our needs, as we've explained in our other videos. Coming back to this, which is the main screen, you'll see that there's a warning triangle here because there's no water in the system. I also have the current time, the temperature outside, and I also have the battery voltage and how much charge is currently in situ. And over here it's just warning me that I have that heater timer set to come on, and obviously should I not wish this, I can go and turn it off. Thank you for watching. Remember, we can also be followed on Facebook or Instagram, and we'd really like it if you would consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. See you soon.